Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the Compound Fracture Let's Play Cataclysm series. This is Sylvester Hotfoot Slime-borg, and we are trying to find cargo spaces for our vehicle. We're having some trouble finding them, so let's keep going. I'm going to turn on our headlights. It's probably a good plan. Keep dodging the fungals while trying to see if we can peek into the town. So I'm going to slow down so I can just tilt the headlights this way and then satisfy myself that there's nothing good in there, just zombies, and then escape again. So I guess we can go this way. That's fine. We're happy to have a somewhat protected vehicle here to smush our way past these zombies. We do want to install that ram sooner rather than later. We're right on top of like an enemy, so we might as well oh, it's a Rottweiler. I was gonna say we might get lucky and get some loots while still sitting in our driver's seat, but nope. What's this one? Security van. Sure. Come on, car. What's this T again, Triffid? Oh, a strange temple. There's a strange temple in town. I hadn't noticed that one before. It's good to know, though. I guess last time, instead of going through town here, we went north, which would have been probably the smart move, for being real about it. But let's just try driving through the center of town and see what happens. What can go wrong? Nothing, I say. Nothing can go wrong. Okay, we'll just continue on until we get to the road. It's another little Hummer down there. Wish I checked when our headlights were facing that way. We could have figured out what gun it has, but too late for that now. Do a tight little turn, speed back up again. There's a fire engine. I'm going to mark that on the map. I think we have all the gear we want out of fire engines. Like, we have enough Kevlar now. But, oh well, might as well mark it. The other thing I'm realizing is that even though it doesn't matter when we're driving, we're so overweight that we should probably do something about that in case we have to get out and panic. Oh, and look at this. There's like nowhere to drive. We have to go south. We're very unhappy about that fact, because south is scary and closer to the city. Looks okay, though, so far. So far, so good. Okay. This is not ideal. It's far from ideal. But we're a big bad APC. We can smush our way through if we have to. Glass shattering is not what we wanted to hear. That probably means one of our windshields is gone. Oh well, we're still rolling. It really does suck that you can't drive on the sidewalks now, thanks to the lamps. I mean, it's good. I don't really like being able to drive huge vehicles through town like this. It's kind of good to be limited on our options a little bit more than that, I think. But, oh well. Okay, getting towards the edge of town now. We should be safe from this point on, I think. So let's curve north and see if there's anything up here. Looks like it could be a dead end, or at least there aren't that many ways out, so we'll take another turn, run down that necro. Still haven't found any sort of cargo spaces, which is really weird. We've been over so much ground now, we would have expected to have found a lot more useful stuff. Another anthill up here. Okay, we're back out of town. There's a hub. Wonder how our vehicle's holding up. Oh, it's fine. Didn't even remove our armor from the front there. Yeah, this vehicle's great. Actually gonna go a little bit farther out and then just stop briefly in order to keep eating yogurt and canned chicken and stuff like that. Because we really... What happened to the chicken? There it is. We really want to improve our long-term starvation, basically. We want to get rid of that crazy penalty that we're getting for being underfed. It's even more than our overburden penalty, and we're super overburdened. God. We need some storage containers. Let's drive on this road northwards and see if we can find good vehicles to scavenge from. Bet we can, eventually. Huh, must have been here before. Oh no, those are corpses of humans. Just a body site. Nothing too special. Limos don't have much of use in them. There's a radio tower there. That'd be good to come back during the day and get a peek of the surroundings. Not super important, though. We really just want to find cargo containers that are somewhere where we can easily loot them and don't have to worry about being in town full of zombies. What's the L? Research facility. That's good to know about. It's going to be a prime source of loot soon. So let's just curve around and just take this road south to where the airstrip is. And you know what? If we get back to base and we still haven't found any damn cargo containers, we're not going to worry about it too much. Instead, we're going to just install some trunks and make do for now. It's a farm. It's probably worth checking out, but yeah, I mean, sure. I think it can also build cargo containers. There's more fungus here. That's terrible, and we've just crashed into a fence. But we're much more worried about the fungus than we are about the fence, that's for sure. So this is a winery. I'm not going to bother with the winery. I'm just going to turn around. That looks like... Well, where's the fungal tower? Can we see it? No, we don't know where it is yet. Oh, here it is. It's down here. Sure. Cargo space and farm, you think? I don't know, like... Oh, God. Paying attention to chat again. Multitasking is important. Right. I don't think we'll find cargo spaces in the farm. Sometimes farm trucks will have them. I don't expect to find one at a winery. And I might be wrong about that. I might be just not understanding where they are. The motel often has vehicles in the parking lot. That's probably worth checking out. No dice so far. What's that? It's an RV. No cargo spaces in there. Nope. I was hoping to at least find a pickup truck with like 2 of them or something, but... Okay, let's check out this little town. Black Death Widow. Scary stuff. Saluted Devourer. Those things aren't as scary as they sound. It's a tiny little town surrounded by forests, so that's going to be real difficult to navigate in. It seems like a bit of a waste coming up here, but at least we know that there isn't anything useful, probably. There's an armored car with an M249 in the back. I mean, it's something, I guess, but I don't think it's really worth checking out. There might be some ammo there, but we have tons of ammo back at the base once we go back for it, so not too concerning. Yeah, I guess we just go south. This rate, we're just going to end up back at the base with no cargo spaces, but worse things have happened. I don't want to get too one-track minded about this run. I want to, like, keep it moving. We absolutely have to craft better armor anyway. We have work to do, so I think we can afford to hang around a base for a while and not feel too bad about it. And then head on back out with just I guess just raiding gear and not any proper vehicle, or not any proper like storage space in our vehicle. Though again, we could just easily install trunks and that would be fine temporarily too. So there's a flaming eye. That's not something we wanted to see. It did not stare at us though, so we're okay. Here's another road that's probably worth checking out. This is a dairy farm. Some cows. They're all zombie cows. That's unfortunate. So no meat to be had. There is another APC. Does this one have wheels? Either way, I don't think we want to actually look at it right now. The only thing we'd really want to take is if it has like Browning, especially Browning ammo, because we have like 2 Brownings already for our vehicle, but we don't have enough belts for it. So let's just check this out very, very quickly. We do have wheels on this one. So this is where we'll get extra wheels when we need it. This is where we're going to come to build our little runabout motorcycle when we want to do that, like assuming we're still in the neighborhood. And there is an ammo belt on this Browning. So we do definitely want to take that ammo. So I'm just going to pull up the map and make a note. Great, APC has wheels. This is it. This would have been an amazing find a while ago, and as it is, it's still a pretty solid find. So we will pick up the ammo belt, assuming we can fit it, which we can't. Instead, where are we? Items on the ground. Pick it up this way. Put the rapier in the scabbard. Now, let's see. We have an M2 Browning that is not loaded, so we're going to reload it with the ammo belt. Now we have a Browning in case we want to shoot a thing, and that's a much better place to be in than no Browning at all. The other ammo belt is back at the base, so we will have 2 ammo belts. We're still like super overweight here and stuff, but we have no cargo space, so what are you going to do? I guess drink some water. I guess that's what you're going to do. So we're still underweight, and we still have a huge underfed malice. So we need to like make sure that we're eating every time we have the opportunity to eat. And not as much junk food from now on. It's a lumber mill. Actually, there's probably like a little a truck in the lumber mill that would have cargo spaces. I think. I hope. There's definitely a few zombies. Doesn't look like there's any cargo spaces here at all. Like no trucks that would have them. So that's unfortunate. There is things like duct tape and welding masks. I'm not so concerned about this. I think we can leave this this base alone or this mill alone for now. Come back later. while we're all overweight and stuff. It's not at all a priority to go in there. Okay. Really unlucky not to have found even a single cargo space. Like, even pickup trucks have a couple in the back, I think, or at least they used to. Maybe that's changed. A miniature railway. Doesn't sound useful at all. Come on. Come on, my baby. Come on, my honey. Okay. Here's a big lake with a dock. That would be fun to explore someday. Another rural house next to us. Let's check it out, I guess. There can be trucks in behind these fenced yards, I think, in rural houses occasionally. I'm going to turn off the headlights. That wasn't the headlights, clearly. Control vehicle, turn off headlights. Okay. Actually, I'm going to just drop the hiking backpack for now. We won't be able to actually carry anything, but we will be able to move around without tiring out. Just have to make sure we remember to grab it afterwards, but no. There's nothing much here. There are corn seedlings again. You know, earlier on, I was looking through all these farms thinking I'd find a silo full of wheat. But I remember reading a thing, I think it was on the Reddit or somewhere, that they're phasing out wheat farms because there aren't really any wheat farms in Massachusetts. Yeah, axes. We have an axe back at the jail, so, I mean, we're not worried about axes at all right now. So I think they phased out wheat farms from the game, so there aren't any more, like, silos full of wheat, which were totally the best thing for, like, durable food supplies a while ago. Because the game is supposed to be set in New England, and there's no wheat farms in New England, so it makes sense. There are corn farms in New England, so it looks like we're finding a bunch of corn farms, and it looks like they don't have silos full of corn. We'll have to wait until harvest season and then come along and harvest them ourselves, which is okay. Here's some sort of wreckage. There's actually a lot of wreckage. Oh yeah, it's already marked on the map as craters. No problem. Moving on. Could also just harvest a bunch of cattails from the lake there, but eh. Okay, so we're going to go down as far as this little crossroads, then we're going to come back and hope. Look at that. I was going to say, and hope we find a cargo space eventually, but look what we just found. Both a cargo space and a turret that is looking to kill us. That's okay, though. That turret kind of just almost gives us protection at this point. Just means that, like, it's going to target the zombies that might be otherwise out to get us. Oh. Underestimated how long this thing is. So we lost some health on our gas tank doing that. That's okay. We don't care about that gas tank anyway. It's just kind of sitting there because we never bothered to remove it. So I'm going to close all these curtains. There we go. We totally forgot to get our bag. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Let's make a note of it now. We have to come back up this road anyway. It's not a big deal. Bag here. We'll go back for it. Can we remove these cargo spaces? Yes, we can. Oh, with the light amp goggles, we don't even need light. I didn't realize that. That's a great thing. Oh, now it's saying it's too dark. Okay. I guess we do need light after all. So we're going to use our reading light and hope nothing comes to get us. Don't care about the pow-pow. Wait, what? Yeah, we don't care. That's too far away. It's just the spider. Weird spider, what are you? Enormous mutated grass spider with long spindly legs. Sure. We have a sword, Spider. You're no match for us. Just step onto the gas tank, please. There you go. Wow. Lots of hit points there, Spider. Okay. Dead Spider. Just going to keep watching the mini-map and make sure that when those turrets pop up, that it's not because the drone is closing in on us. I don't think it is, though. It is a little bit nervy doing this work right next to a combat drone. Zombie soldier biting the Miltech searchlight. So that's interesting. The fact that a zombie soldier's going at this Miltech stuff and not actually penetrating it suggests to me that the turret must be either destroyed or out of ammo. There's really no other possibility. So I think I'm actually going to like see if we can take advantage of this. We are going to be smart about this, and we're going to wield our gun. We're going to come in guns a-blazing. That being said, I think it's actually a better idea to start by mounting these cargo carriers while we're sure we can, because we don't actually have room in our inside of our vehicle to hold them. We'll have to install them before we leave. So, okay. Install cargo space. Ignore. Arc welder. Back to being famished. Let's take care of that. Should have thought about it a bit earlier, I guess, but whatever. We're fine. We'll do some oatmeal. Deluxe cooked oatmeal. Just cook it all up. And forest honey. Sure. Ignore. Now we have delicious cooked oatmeal. That will be a treat. Satisfied. No more clean water, eh? Well, whatever. Energy cola? IPA? Yeah, good enough for now. Okay, so it installed the least hit points out of all the cargo spaces, because that's clearly what we wanted. Okay, now that we have 2 of them installed, we're going to transfer our stuff from here, from all of these various other seats here. Okay, so because we want to remove all the seats. Okay, so that works fine, and then we'll also just grab from all of these spaces too. Okay, good stuff. Now let's start removing seats. Back to very hungry. There are still kabooms, so there are still turrets active. Glad we didn't check it out quite yet. Yeah, mechanic stream. We're definitely in that part of Cataclysm where we're just like one by one, we're taking care of the things that we need. This isn't going to take too long, though. We don't have all that much to install here. Cargo space. Stop to eat. Okay, we're going to need to do some more water, unfortunately. Siphon water out of the tank, pour it into a gallon jug. Cook clean water. Might as well use a purification tablet this time. We can only do 6, I guess, with it, though, so nah, whatever. Oops. Do all 15. Gallon jug. Seems good. So our underfed penalty has gone slightly down, but only slightly. We're still underweight. Not looking all that healthy here. That's okay. We'll get there. So we still need 4 more cargo containers to fill up the entire vehicle, but that's fine. We have enough for now, and we're not going to be too worried about it. Oh, there are 2 more left that I didn't notice before. So yeah, let's just grab those. We might attract zombie attention if anything closes. Oh. We just got shot in the arm. Because we have our light on. So the turret can apparently hit us from that far away. I guess. Okay, so in that case, we're done here. There's still 2 more cargo spots. We don't really care, though, too much. I'm going to mark it. We are very, very done, though. We're going to turn on run. Guess we still have our rollerblades on, right? That's a bit of a mistake. Yeah, we do. Whatever. We're good. Let's just fix that, though, now. While we're thinking about it. Take off the rollerblades. Wear the good combat boots. Stop running. Put away our rapier if we have it out. I'm not sure if we do. We don't. We have free hands. So. Huh. Oh, no, we're holding the rollerblades. Sure, okay, cool. Stop wielding the rollerblades, please. Okay, stop the bleeding. Now. Oh, right, echo controls. Let's just get some of these curtains open. What? Yeah. Okay. That's good enough. We're just going up the road after all. Wait. Oh, the headlights are doing nothing because the moon's out in full force, so yeah, we don't care about headlights. We're just going up to the farm to get our backpack, and then we're going to be going back to base. There's our backpack. Let's just open the rest of the curtains, I guess. Okay. Keep hitting things with our gas tank. Those gas tanks and the exterior ones never, ever, ever, ever last. Hopefully we have enough food to get our construction of our survivor gear and stuff done. Oh yeah, we have to turn. That beehive could be useful someday, but that day is not today. Lots of zombies up here. No problem. Just sidestep them. Just a relaxing drive through the countryside. And there's home. The old home, that is. We're in the new home. We're upgrading. Tough zombie here to greet us. Just smush him that way, the easy way. And here we are. Okay, so what we want to do is get all of our stuff into this car. All the stuff we want to keep. So the first thing I'm going to do is move the... Oh, there's enough room. Okay, so we'll just move as much as we can into these cargo spaces here on the side. Like so. And then drop all the stuff from our inventory. Soon we'll set up sorting and get all of this, like, more permanently in place. Oh, the electric kiln. We probably should have dropped that quite a while ago. Okay. Let's do a little bit more eating. Don't mind if I do. We'll eat the mayonnaise. So, everything's off, right? Should be. Headlights are off, yeah. So we're going to go in, and the first thing I think we'll do is just sleep in the old base. And then we'll grab all this stuff and haul it back to the car. And it'll be the last we see of this old base. Turn the light amps off. Title for the latest upload. You'll have to remind me what the latest upload is, because I'm like something like half a dozen ahead right now in terms of what I've actually put on YouTube compared to what's available. What's the latest one? Is it the fetus? I think it's probably the fetus. All this being famished like all night, man. I keep saying this. Yeah, okay. That was a good episode. That was the one where, yeah. I'm sure you got the Seinfeld reference. I thought that was funny. The fetus is making me thirsty. Because it did. It made us very thirsty, in fact, but there wasn't enough room in the title for a very. So we had to do without. Okay, so we have so much medical gear at this base. That's beautiful. Let's eat some silly stuff like candy sticks and Toastums and wheat cereal and cookies. Dark cola and fruit wine. Yum. Okay, so now all of our stuff is surrounding us. We're going to just press all here, and we're going to be really picky about what we take. So we want these, like, you know, proprietary pistols, just in case we run out of RivTech shots in our current pistol. We have way too many shotguns here. I don't know which ones are better. Certainly we want the RivTech shotgun. There's no question about that. Probably want this one that takes 3006 ammo too, because it's the only one. And then we have the competition Remington, which is okay, and we have the M1014, which I think is a military shotgun. Yeah, combat shotgun, one of the finest combat shotguns available. So I think this is our shotgun, our backup shotgun. So we don't want this one. We do want this turret mount Browning, which is in perfect condition for sure. We want this this massive pistol. Again, a good backup sidearm, and might as well take the M17, I suppose. Though that seems silly. I am going to take all of the clips because it's good to have extras, and we only grab the ones that are really helpful for us, I think, in the long run. And we'll take all the ammo because again, we only grabbed the ammo that we wanted in the first place. Don't need a second butcher knife. Whatever. Take the butcher and combat knife. Baton, grenade, taser. We're never going to use a tonfa. Anesthetic, anvil, all. We'll only take like 3 candles, I guess. Might as well grab the cash cards, those cell phones, charcoal smoker, chemistry set, circular saw, crucible, crowbar. Would have been nice to have that on the road. Distaff and spindle, forge, electrohack. I'm going to stop saying every single thing as I pick it. Okay. I don't mind having a few extra wrenches. Can really throw a wrench in the works when you don't have one. Ha. Okay, so we will take the briefcase, even though that seems kind of silly because we want those. Oh, fast draw holster. Interesting. Should probably be wearing the fast draw holster, not the normal holster, I think. But whatever. Boxing gloves do have a lot of leather, but we have so much leather. So much leather. Okay. I'm not going to take the 60-liter tank with water in it. We already have one of those in the vehicle. We won't take the buddy novel or anything that doesn't have recipes that we're past the point of being able to learn from it. One thing I should probably check is to see if we do or don't have the slime book. So we definitely want to get to the slime book, but not a big deal if we don't have it yet, though. We will take the broken dispatch bot. We will not take 17 none. No none for us. We only want some. And most of these parts we should just grab. Yeah, we have 79 leather patches. Skip the batteries that are almost out. Take the ones that still have a charge left. Even though we do have a battery recharger in the car and we can totally set up to charge all of them, we don't really care that much. Leave the mattress, of course. We will take all the medium batteries. We want to recharge those, I think. Nomex. Might as well grab pipes and some planks. I like having, like, at least a little bit of all the things in the vehicle, like planks. We have tons of storage space anyway. It might start to become an issue. I think what we'll do is limit ourselves. Like, if we get to the point that we have more than the full 1,000 liters of stuff, we'll take some out. Glass jars are actually super useful. Yeah. Just take all the first aid kits in box. It'd be nice to empty those maybe, but whatever. We're being pretty lazy here. We're okay with that. We just want to get the show on the road. We want to get to the point that we're raiding labs and other fun stuff. And that's it. 939 liters and 66 cents. Okay. So I'm going to take off the hiking backpack. And let's do some dragon. This is going to take a little while, I think. Might take the better part of the day just to get it out there, but whatever. Only have to do it once. Yeah, it's taking like 10 minutes per square. Wow. It's going to take like a whole day just to get it out to the car. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? Maybe it might be an idea just to like put on a bunch of backpacks and pick up all of the things that are like a stack of 100 rags kind of stuff. Just because you'd think that that'll take longer to move than it's worth. I'm going to keep eating mayonnaise. We like the calories. All that glorious empty fat. Don't have any clean water, right? Yeah. Okay, let's make some clean water. Oh, apparently we brought the gas tank with us. The gas tank full of water. Huh. What? Oh, of course he's dangerously close. Okay. Wow, it's taking us like way longer than I thought it would. Oh well, whatever. Canteen, bottle, sure. Now, did we actually bring that gas tank full of water with us? Because I thought we chose not to, but maybe we did by accident somehow. Oh, I guess not. Huh, we don't have any water at all on us, so we must have just been close enough still. Made so much progress carrying this stuff up to the car, like, my lord, all this progress we're making. Drink some beer to celebrate our progress. We'll only have to do this once. We're not worried. It's okay. Okay. So, let's try to be a bit smarter about this and see if it works. We'll wear our packs, our hiking backpack and that leather backpack as well, sure. Then we will check out what we have and pick up the stuff that's just like a massive amount of light items. Like huge stacks, like this Nomex patch stack, for instance. That's perfect. Should reduce the amount of time it takes to make these moves. 34 plastic bags. I don't know if that's even a thing that we should have, but whatever. Sure. Plastic chunks. Lycra. So that puts us just slightly overweight. I think that's enough. I think that's going to help our speed a bit. Yeah, that seemed way better already. Good, good. Huh. That's very, very loud. Turning down that sound for just a little bit. We'll turn it back up once this stops. You know what? We're on mute. Time to eat some more. Okay, that's all the clanging, so sound back on. Gee, it'll be nice once this all this busy work stops and we can start getting to the meat of the game. Drink some more water. This is way faster than it was before we picked up that stuff. Almost there. Look at this. Our home awaits. Okay. So now we'll move half of this junk, whatever's going to fit, into the this back container. We're not so concerned about sorting things yet. We'll do the sorting when it makes sense to do it, which is not right away, I don't think. Really, once we get all of the cargo spaces in place the way we want them, then we're going to sort all the stuff out. But for now, we're not going to concern ourselves with anything being perfect. We're not looking for perfect. We're just looking for all our stuff to be in here. Okay, there it is. So, we're famished again. Let's eat. Actually, let's see what we can cook. Bet we can get some delicious food going here. Ooh, French fries. Let's do that. 2 times French fries. All right. Yum. Now, if that doesn't put meat in our bones, I don't know what will. Okay, so survivor gear needs to be a real priority here. Like something along the lines of a survivor. I mean, heavy survivor suit is nice. It only has 15 warmth. That's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Our current nomad gear is 40 warmth, and that's just killing us. We can't have that. I'm just going to drop all this stuff. Once I drop things, I will unload the all of the bags that we have with us and the armor, and we'll drop those. I guess all but one bag and the armor. So many individual items that we had there. So we're going to unload the hiking backpack. Then we're going to unload the nomad gear, which I'll put it in the hiking backpack, of course. So it's just trading between those two. It's very, very efficient. Let's try this again. Unload nomad gear. Now it's all in the leather backpack, which is the one we want at the moment. Then we're going to drop the nomad gear. We don't need to be over hot while we're crafting. That's much better. We're at a good level of hotness. Only our feet are hot. That is our name, after all. Couple root beer. And some clean water. And we're good. How's our weight doing? We're still underweight. Our underfed penalty is still at 17%, though it is dropping. By the time we get moving again, we should get rid of that. So we're just going to want to quickly do survivor gear. And for that, I'm going to take a look at proficiencies, because I think we've done ourselves a disservice in the past with how we've failed to manage proficiencies. I think it's good to only work through one proficiency at a time. So, like, I look at this sleeveless leather duster, for instance, and it says we need both waterproofing and leatherworking, and we don't have either of those. So let's just look here. We're 44% of the way through leatherworking and 29 through fabric waterproofing. So, okay. Let's go to armor, type in survivor. And I think the first thing we're going to worry about is a heavy survivor suit, because that'll give us way better protection. It is 20, 22, 20, whereas currently we're 8, 8, 8. And it also has environmental protection, which we lack. And it also has arm protection. So we're definitely going to do that. What we need and don't have is 20 rags, which is funny because we have like everything else. So let's just disassemble an item of clothing that'll give us some rags. Rags should be like the easiest thing, but I think I told it not to grab them or something. I did something dumb. It's weird how these days you got cotton sheets and you got rags and you need both of them sometimes, and it feels like the recipes need to standardize either cotton sheet or rag. Weird. I don't know quite why we can't seem to get rags. Let's just do this. All we really need is a mattress. I mean, we have sheets, right? So surely a sheet will give us rags. We have like ludicrous amount of cotton sheets, but no actual sheets right now. Weird. Okay. Okay. Let's just take this pile of cotton sheet and see what we can do with it. And we didn't salvage a rag from any of the 132 sheets we just used. So instead, we're going to go all the way back in here and we're going to grab that mattress we had earlier. That is rather frustrating. Butcher the mattress to get 60 rags. Done. Pick the wire too, I guess. Maybe not. Huh. Do we take all of our... We'll use the makeshift sling. Perfect. Now, if I cut up sheet, that'll give us rags, right? Yeah. Okay, good. I think butchering sheet gives you the cotton, and cutting it gives you the rags. So now we have lots and lots of rags. It's a true rags to riches story right here. Okay, heavy survivor suit. Oh boy. So, 1 week and 3 days, and that's because we have 1.5 million missing proficiencies. Proficiencies are the name of the game these days. So that's really unfortunate. We should probably aim lower at first and see if we can get these proficiencies up one at a time. Oh boy. So Survivor wetsuit's only like 2 proficiencies, waterproofing and polymer. Here we have, yeah, leatherworking, waterproofing, polymer, joint. So like let's see what we can find in terms of like maybe we can make some good good survivor bags or something along those lines, or survivor masks, and get only some of these up first. So how about a survivor mask? Where's that? Yeah, he's got a good name. He's got a very fine name indeed. I'm gonna unload the leather backpack. Drop all the items. Oh, actually, I shouldn't. Sure, drop all the items. Some of that might go on the floor. Okay, no, we're fine. Nothing on the floor. Yeah. Okay, so... Survivor... Where was I? Survivor bags. Survivor backpack or rucksack. These just require 2 proficiencies we don't have, so they're not going to take a week. They're going to take a day. In an ideal world, I think we would want to work on items that we're only missing 1 proficiency for, because proficiencies level up 1 at a time regardless of how many you need. So we're not like getting all of these at the same time. So survivor belt, for instance, the only thing we're missing is leatherworking. So this is only going to take 2 hours and 40 minutes. And meanwhile, we'll likely get the leatherworking proficiency while we work on it. So we're definitely going to do that. We're going to drop the wheel to drag. Unless that thing gets close, we don't care about it. So that'll only take like an hour and a half. And hopefully, by the time we're done, we'll be proficient in leather. And that'll be beautiful. So, yeah. Let's take out the rapier. Store an inventory, please. Easy peasy. Don't even have our survival suit on. That might have been a small mistake, but we're not too worried. Okay, so now we're going to continue construction of that survivor stuff. I'm like really feeling pretty sure that this is the way that we're best with proficiencies. Like it's at 45% now. We're going to eat. But I really think you should be doing one proficiency at a time. I think that's going to be way more efficient than trying to just do like a really advanced item that you're missing tons of proficiencies for. I actually have a world set up where I plan to test that out and make like a quick tip style video about proficiencies. But I haven't quite done that yet. Okay. Let's get this survivor belt done. And then we'll make a survivor tool belt, which will be totally helpful. Eat a bit more. We're just totally eating our mayonnaise. We're happy with it. All we want is weight on our belly right now. We want to be overweight. We'd love it. Okay. So we have a survivor belt. Now, we don't have leather working quite done yet, eh? We are at 51%. Okay. Man, these proficiencies make everything so much harder. Oh, weird. Oh, utility belt, not tool belt. Utility. What? Do we not have the tools to make the survivor utility belt? I guess not. Unless they took it out of the game. Might need tailoring higher than 7, I suppose. Seems unlikely, but it's possible. I really want to do the testing to really figure out how to best raise proficiencies so that we know once and for all how to do it, but it's not quite now. So let's keep trying to work on leather working by doing oh, well, no. I mean, I really want to do survivor duster. Sleeveless survivor duster. That only has 2 proficiencies we don't have. So let's just do it. This is going to take a lot of time, but that's okay. We'll use the tool belt. We'll store the survivor belt in our inventory for now. Just going to sit at 0%, I guess. Wow. This new crafting system, I tell you what. That's the one thing I don't really know. A new DST update? What's the DST update? Daylight savings time? I don't know. Question for me. Okay. You notice survivor utility belt doesn't do work except for table crafting. Oh, don't starve together. Cool. Yeah. There should be... It should, I think. If it doesn't do work except for table crafting, I'm not really sure. Like, I used to always build the utility belt. Oh, no, it wouldn't work on a vehicle for the most part, because vehicles generally require They generally require like arc welders or that kind of thing, welding gear. And the utility belt just has what's in a toolbox. It doesn't have welding equipment. The quality metal sawing, etc. I don't know. It's worked for me in the past, but that's the past. Like things might have changed. Things are breaking and fixing all the time. With nested containers, that I could easily see how nested containers might have screwed with the with that particular thing with the utility belt, because I'm sure it's a nested container now. It would be, and a lot of stuff that worked before broke when nested containers became a thing. Which, by the way, is totally worth it. Like I think it's a great addition to the game, but it did break a lot of little things. So it could be that the Survivor utility belt's one of them. I still can't make it. It's possible it's been taken out of the game as well. We should have all the books for all the recipes, but they're a few bullets behind. I'm a few behind right now too. I'm about 2 weeks behind. I updated last when I started my Let's Playing. So okay, so I am going to. Oops. Come on. Why won't you let me close? Okay, that's all closed. I'm gonna close all these windows and doors and get some sleep, because we are tired. Let's do it. Hopefully by the time we're done crafting, we'll not only have much better gear, but we'll also have our hunger and like our weight up to normal levels. That'd be amazing. Yeah, no, like the utility belt should have a hacksaw in it, right? And it should have a wood saw in it. And that's certainly how it used to work. So if it's not working for that stuff, it's a bug. Or it's possible the utility belt these days only has room to hang things. Like that's how the tool belt works, right? It can hang multiple tools from it. So maybe the utility belt's similar. Maybe it just has a whole bunch of pockets that are very quick to access. That would make sense. That would totally explain, like, it would make sense to do it that way with nested containers being a thing, where the tool belt or the utility belt's just like a super fancy container that you can put all your tools on. That would make tons and tons and tons of sense. Okay, so day 1 of Survivor gear crafting is in the books, and we're just over an hour again, so I am going to end this here YouTube episode, and I'll start the next one.